day students. In this video we are going to see how to construct a deterministic finite automata, shortly called as DFA. So, for constructing a deterministic finite automata for a given problem, first you have to determine how many number of minimum state may be required for constructing a DFA. So, if a problem is been given, different student may think in different way, but better have a minimum number of states and also draw those states and decide on the string. So, before constructing a DFA, have some example string to work it on with it, then you start construct a DFA. There is not a profound way of explaining how to draw a DFA. So, with your waves of thought, you have to draw a DFA. Constructing a DFA is quite complex than constructing an NFA. So, let us see with a simple example. Draw a DFA for the language accepting the string ends with ABB over an alphabet A comma B. So, I have written this particular problem in a regular expression as A plus B the whole closure ABB. It means that the strings will be end with ABB. In front of the string, it can have any number of A's, any number of B's, or it may not have any A's or B's. So, that is what I am used this star closure. So, the example, that is language derived from this particular problem, is that it could be simply ABB or any number of A followed by ABB, any number of B's followed by ABB, or a combination of AB followed by at the end ABB. So, let us see how to solve this problem. So, for university exams purposes, for if you are solving this kind of problem in an objective questions, it can be done easily in any mode. But if you are writing for an university exams, then if this particular problem is being asked, you have to do three important part. We have to write three important part. First is the DFA diagram, second is the transition table, and third you have to write a extended transition function for any input string. That is, you can take an example string and you have to derive the extended transition function. So, in this video I am going to explain you how to draw a DFA, and from that how to draw a transition table and how to derive a extended transition function for a input string, say A, B, B, and by the end, with respect to the formal definition of DFA, how to make a formal definition of your constructed DFA also I will be explaining to you. So, first let me teach you how to draw the DFA. For this I am using JFlap tool. So, here is the JFlap tool. So, our problem is the string will be end with ABB. So, surely ABB will be one of our input string. So, let me put 3 state A, B, B. So, A, B, B. So, let me write the value A, B. So, for another B, B. Okay. So, once I read this A, B, 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 A, B, B, this must be my final state. So, let me make this as the final state, and also this should be my initial state. So, this I make it as an initial state. Okay. If my string is simply A, B, 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 this will work pakka. So, now let me take the example. Okay. So, if I have as example, if I have so many A's, then end up with ABB. If I have so many A and I end up with ABBB, then what I should do? So, it can accept A and if I am having so many A's also, no problem, because at the end there will be another A, so that it will be continuing as such. So, thinking in that way, let me put a loop over here. So, how many A's will come? It will be in this particular state. Only if a B is been there, it will be transferred over here. So, this is as per our requirement, it has been done. Now, if I am having so many B's, then I have ABB. So, initially I have a B means how to handle. So, what I can do is that I can put a transition over here. So, how many B it come? It will be in the same state. Only if I am seeing an A, B, B, it will be going in this particular. So, in this state A, it will go over, B, B, it will be going in this state. So, this has been handled. Now, if I am having different combinations of ABB or even ABB kind of strings may occur. So, how to handle that situation? I have ABB, then ABB, what I should do? So, first ABB, it will be transfer from this state to this state, okay, fine. Here again, if I am having ABB, then if an A is been came, then I have to again check for the consecutive B's. So, what I can do is that once I read a, surely I need to go back over here to check whether I am getting BB. So, for convenience, let me pull it back, okay, fine. So, I will be checking again BB. What if I am getting like 3 more B's? If I am getting like 3 more B's, then again I need to go back and check whether I am getting ABB. So, that also after this state, if I am getting a D also, I have to go back and you need to check whether I am getting again ABB. Okay, I think this is quite good. So, now even if I am getting A over there, this is fine. Now think of, okay, my string I am getting A, B, B. So, here after A and B, in this particular state, if I am getting an A, in this particular state if I am getting an A, then again I need to go back and check whether I am getting an DB. In this particular state, if I am getting A, I have to go back and check whether I am need to getting a B. So, in this state also, if I am getting an A, I will be going back and check whether I am getting BB. So, you can see that I have drawn this complete diagram with the help of the input string. So, for this particular problem, so this is our final DFA. So, let me make a copy of it and paste it over here. My snap tool, let me take a copy of it and let me paste it over here. Okay, fine. Okay. So, while drawing a DFA, NFA, push-to-run automator or a Turing machine, specifying which state is initial state and which state is a final state is a very important procedure, because as a diagram, if you are just simply putting a circle over there, nobody knows which is the final state or which is the initial state. So, it is very important that you have to specify this particular, if this is the initial state, you have to specify this is the initial state using an arrow mark. Here in JFlap they have used triangle. Actually, we will be using this kind of arrow mark actually over here, okay. So, and the final state we will be specifying it using a 2 circle, that is very mandatory, students. So, most of the students will draw the DFA or NFA or whatever it is but they will forgot to say which is the started state and which is the final state, and they will come and ask for claim for marks. So, staffs can't give the mark because you haven't specified which is the initial state and final state. So, then how you can claim the mark? So, mark they will not be awarded for that kind of answers. Now, so first step, diagram has been completed. So, now by seeing the diagram, a transition table can be drawn. So, how the transition table can be drawn is that now we have 4 states. So, make it as 4 states. So, Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. So, Q1 is your initial state. Again, you use this arrow mark over here, specifying that is my final state, and Q4 is my final state. So, use a star. Sorry, this is Q1 is your initial state, specify with an arrow mark. Q4 is my, so not Q4, Q0, oh sorry, Q0, Q1, Q2. See, this error may happen, so be very careful. So, Q0, it starts from Q0, ends with Q3. So, Q0 is the initial state, so use an arrow mark. Q3 is a final state, so use a star pointer over here. Okay, now, so we have only 2 inputs A and B. In Q0 state, when the input is A, if the input is A, it goes to Q1. So, specify over here Q1. In Q0 state, if the input is B, it will be there in the Q0 state itself. So, make it as Q0. Again for Q1, when your input is A, it will be in the same state only. So, make this as Q1. If your input is B, it jumps to Q2 state. So, make this as Q2. Again in Q2 state, if you have an input of A, it goes to Q1. So, make this as Q1, and in your Q2 state, when the input is B, it goes to Q3. So, write this as Q3. Likewise, in Q3 state, if I am having input of A, it goes to Q1. So, make it as Q1, and in Q3 state, if I have an input of B, it goes to Q0. So, make this as Q0. That is it. Very simple. This is a transition table. If you are writing this transition table, you will be getting a, some amount of marks. So, do not forget to write a transition table for your designed DFA. Okay, fine. So, now the next important concept what we are going to see is that writing the accepting string acceptance using extended transition function. Okay. So, for writing the extended transition function, I have to use a symbol called delta cap. Okay. So, let me get it from my symbol. So, let it be equation, because delta cap will not be available over there. Let me take it cap. So, here is the cap, and here I need the symbol which is delta. Let me find the, okay, here is the delta. Okay. So, now delta cap of, initially I will be in the Q0 state, am I right? So, in my Q0 state, comma, so initially in Q0 state without any input, that is my epsilon, without my any input. Okay, here there is a problem is actually. Okay, because it is taking the cap for the entire content. Okay, now I put, okay, it's fine. So, now in Q0 state, without any input means that is my epsilon, without my any input, I will be in, simply I will be in Q0 state. Okay, fine. So, now I am getting an input, first one is A. So, Q0, I am getting a first one is A. So, delta cap of Q0 of A, which is actually equivalent to delta of Q0 Q0 comma A. So, in Q0 state, if my input is A, I will be going to Q1. So, write it as Q1. Now, again, this is the extension function actually repeatedly writing. In Q0 state, again, if I am having an input AB, because for not AB, AA. Next, again I am getting an A. So, already we have seen delta of Q0 of A is Q1. So, now this would be delta of Q1 of the another A, Q1 of another A, which is equivalent to, so in Q1 state, if I am getting an another A, I will be in same Q1 state. So, I will be in the same Q1 state. Okay. So, next comes my another input B. So, again delta cap of this particular B is equivalent to, already with respect to Q0 of AA, I am in Q1. So, in Q1, again my input now is B. So, in Q1 state, if my input is B, I will be going to Q2. So, it will be equivalent to Q2 state. Then again I am having an input of B. Okay. I think let me, okay. So, again I am copying it. So, now I am getting another B. So, now with respect to Q0 of ABB, I am in Q2 state. So, in Q2 state, if I am getting another extra B, where I will be giving in Q2 state, if I am getting a B, I am going to Q3. Okay, fine. So, this is my final state. I am reached the final state. Okay, let me make it as 3. Now, Q3 is my final state, and here also I derived the Q3. So, I can write this, thus the string is accepted. That is it. This carries few marks. So, writing a transition function is just a piece of cake. Okay, fine. So, for a given problem, we think of some language and we have write some example language. With the help of that, using some computational intelligence with our brain, we have drawn this DFA. From this DFA, we have drawn this transition table. Then we have taken a very small input string and written the transition function. Now, by the end, all the DFA or NFA will be explained with this important 5 tuple, that is capital Q, comma, sigma, comma, delta, comma, Q0, comma, F, where capital Q is your set of state, sigma is a set of input, delta is a transition function, Q0 that is your initial state, F is your set of final state. So, for this particular problem, set of states are Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So, you can write it as Q0, comma, Q1, comma, Q2, comma, Q3 set of states. So, you should put it in a curly braces. Then sigma is your input. So, here A and B are your input, set of input. So, again within a curly braces you write A comma B. Then for delta transition, you do not want to write anything because that is what we have written in the transition table. So, that is fine. So, here Q0 is your initial state, no problem, and your final state is Q3. So, write it as Q3. So, this is your tuple definition for your DFA. This is your, thus the constructed DFA's tuple definition is so on. I think you have understand how to create a DFA using this radio. Very specifically for writing in university papers, this is how you have to write. For a problem, you should draw a diagram, table, string and a final definition. Thank you.